This week on Fishing Arrowhead, we'll be up at Voyageurs National Park for some late season ice fishing.
Rainy Lake is a giant lake that's hard to fish with many different deep structures, tons of reefs, and lots of different holes and narrows to fish. So we're going to use Pat's permanent fish house as a base camp and then use a portable and a snowmobile to get around the lake to fish some different reefs and points and whatnot and give it a whirl. This week on Fishing the Arrowhead, we'll be fishing at Rainy Lake. Rainy Lake lies on the Minnesota-Ontario border. The lake covers 227,604 acres. It has 1,850 miles of shoreline and over 4,000 islands. 70% of the lake lies in Ontario, while 30% in Minnesota. The portion of the lake we will be fishing will be within Voyageurs National Park and is free from logging, mining, and other development. This is truly a place where you can still get away. Access to the lake can be had at Voyageurs National Park, where there is a free plowed ice road out to Diamond Island. Maximum depth of the lake is 161 feet with a water clarity of 9.5 feet. This week we'll be in search of the elusive walleye, fishing several different reefs and depths and drop-offs.
It's hard to believe it. Okay, so we've arrived on the ice by Bushy Head Island. We're set up our base camp here. We're gonna try fishing here for a couple hours, seeing how we do. It's right now it's cloudy out, temperature right around 20, and the barometer is just above 30, holding out. So it's not ideal, but it's getting there with the storm coming in. And if we can't get anything here in a couple hours, we'll probably head out to Erickson's Reef.
All right, we've tried fishing in the fish house now for a couple hours with not too much success. Marked a couple fish and missed one that had a pretty strong bite. Now we're just gonna stick to our plan and head over to Dryweed Island and look for Erickson's Reef. Hopefully we'll get into some walleyes there maybe.
All right, let's hit it.
All right.
All right, Frank's got the first fish of the day, just a little sauger. What we did is we weren't having much luck on the reef, so we split up into groups here and kind of found the edge of the reef. Right in about 50 feet is where Frank's at. I was working down at about 30. And here we are, first fish of the day. Hopefully some better luck in the future. Maybe it'll get bigger.
Yeah, I hope so. Dropped the jig right down to the bottom of 50 feet. Bottom separated on the Vexlar and little tug and wham. Just a little guy, but it's a fish.
That's right.
We just got back from fishing out on the lake earlier. Now we're back at camp.
The brats are probably burning, but it's worth it right now. Eel pout. It's a burbot.
You'll get him. Hey, there we go.
Another burbot.
So we caught one burbot or eel pout earlier. That's our second one of the night here on Rainy.
There we go. Slimer. There we are. There we go, another one. I don't know if he's worth eating, this one. I think he's gonna go back in the water. But yeah, slimy little guy. That's our second one.
A lot of people throw these fish away, don't they, Pat?
Yeah, you go up to Lake of the Woods or somewhere like that, you see them just laying all over the ice, but they're good fish. I wouldn't recommend throwing them away. If anything, throw them in your freezer. A good white meat, actually part of the cod family. He's hooked in pretty good here.
Need pliers?
No, I got him right there. So I don't know if he's really eating size, but go back, let him grow a few more years, and maybe some lucky guy will catch him a few years down the road.
All right, well, we spent the night here at the base camp and had a few burbot during the night. One at about 1:30 in the morning. None of them were really big enough to fillet out, but it was still some good fishing anyways. And now it's the next day. It's about 9:30 or quarter to 10. We got the barometer reading. It's just below 30 and falling, which is usually good for fishing. We got about an inch of fresh snow overnight. It's real
Real beautiful out here on Rainy, and we're gonna try to make a trek over to Powder Island, which is just on the east side of Dryweed, where supposedly the fishing has been okay according to the reports and stuff. And we're gonna go drill a few holes and work an area and give it a whirl.
Let's do it.
All right.
So this Powder Island spot didn't work out. We probably drilled right around 15-20 holes here. Tried anywhere from 15 to 45 feet. No luck. We graphed a few, but I think we're gonna head a little bit east here. There's a rock pile right over there. Looks like some good structure around it. Figure we'll give it a try. So things didn't work out on the rock pile. It's getting to be just after 1 now. Not a whole lot of luck today, but we're east on Dryweed Island, and we're gonna see if we can find some fish here. There's a reef right off the east side, and goes from 80 to about 60 feet. We're gonna try fishing in some depth now. So what we're doing here is I like to just call the kind of setting a trap line. Just kind of draw a straight line towards following the structure to get a few different depths and see if any fish hit them. Ooh, nice one.
Might be.
Let me get this Vexler out of the way here. Sounds like he's pulling a little drag there. Fighting ya?
Yeah, a little bit. Not very hard. It's a head shaker. Look at that.
Man. It's been kind of a busy night back at the fish house. Let's see what we can get here.
Another burbot.
Wow. On my pole again, huh?
Yes. They seem to like this white jig for some reason.
He's a little bigger one, huh?
A little bigger than the last guy.
Here, let me get a shot of him.
Not too big, maybe 18 inches maybe.
Yeah.
Fun fight anyway. Not big enough to eat though.
Is that our second or third one tonight?
Third one tonight.
Wow. 3 last night, 3 tonight, and
Burbot mania.
Here. So they're growing, but definitely no shortage of burbot in this lake. Wish the walleye were just as thick, but you gotta let them go. And what do you think? I think I'll let them go and see if I can catch a bigger one. Day 3, final day. We're gonna go try and fish down on the south side here. Caught a lot of burbot last night, more than I've ever caught in my life, so that was exciting. Not quite what we're looking for.
While the walleye fishing wasn't hot, the last day was just as slow as the rest. We still had a great time getting away and being outside on this beauty of a lake. There was lots of eel pout to be had every night, and they sure are fun to catch and tasty to eat. One last tip about Rainy Lake: be sure you have a detailed map and possibly a GPS before you go there. Getting lost in this lake is always a possibility, and a GPS may ensure your way back to camp. Until next time, good fishing, everybody.